Hello, 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 it's Wogawell and I've got a spicy video for you Crossout players out there. I like to think that all markets can be broken and the Crossout market's no different. I figured out last night, probably late to the fair as they say, but I figured out a way that we can make a ton of money with little to no effort. So let me bring you into the market and show you what I mean. So when it comes to selling things in the market, obviously you have to keep in mind that there's a 10% tax. So that's one of the big factors when it comes to buying and selling things. You can't just buy something at 10 and sell it for 11 and hope for the best, because you actually lose money doing it that way. So I noticed a few things last night. I don't normally go on the market, but I had a go. I had a go. And one of the things that stood out to me was the ability to sell certain items by purchasing them at a cheaper price. So if we jump into, for example, some common items here, you can see that certain items are sold for a certain amount and bought for a certain amount. Now, keeping in mind that 10% does fuck things up when it comes to selling things, that you can't, like I said, buy something for, you see here, 70 and then sell it for 68 to make a profit. However, there are certain items that you know yourself and you have probably tried to do yourself, that you can quick sell. So when you complete your missions, for example, let's go to a fight in the battle here. You can see complete our missions. We've got, get the shotgun, get the cabin, get the machine gun, get whatever it is from here. It doesn't make a difference. So those missions, I guarantee you a few times what you've done is you've picked up a few of these items. You've gone, oh, I can see I've got a ton of these in my storage. I'm just going to go into my storage now. I've got a ton of these. I'm just going to sell them, quick sell, blah, blah, blah. What I've discovered is that you can actually create a net that catches all those quick sellers. So items that you've quick sold here for 330, that's someone looking to purchase it at 330 flat. So the idea is, again, this has probably been done, but I'm going to make a video anyway just in case. If you jump in here, we can see a few items here. This one is 374, bought for 367, so that's not a good profit margin. So what we're looking for is items with a large margin with a low cost. Obviously the lower the cost the better, because the 10% doesn't become a factor. So for example here, you look at the Huntsman, it's 326 with a bought for 235, so that's a good option. We'll have a look along here. Weapons 194, 125, that's not too bad, but it's not great. Now, it doesn't really matter how much you start with. You just need sort of a small pool of money, and you can start to multiply and build up that way. I'll show you an example in a second, but if you look at this one here for you newbies out there, 0.65 and sold at 18. Now, the tax would be so minimalistic in this, it wouldn't make a difference. So what we can do, I'm going to start with one of the higher ends, but I'll go and do an example of the lower ends in a minute. So we've got one here, a Huntsman stands out. You want to look for a profit margin of 1 coin. That's all. So each time we're going to make hopefully up to 20 coins, because you can buy and sell 20 items. This one here, 540, 360, but the problem is the orders are quite low. So the orders and offers are quite low, so the selling time is going to be lower. So you want something with high orders and high offers, like there. So we can see here we've got a few other items. One of the standouts for me last night was the booster here, but the margin seems to have dropped substantially. That was probably my fault, but I don't care. Fuel barrels is another good one, 179 and 68. That's more than a coin, so that's something you could almost guarantee making money on. So we're going to start by going over here, go into the Huntsman, and as you can see, if I go here, I can buy the Huntsman for 326 and I can sell it, no unused parts in the store, but I can sell it for 236 to the lowest buyer basically. I don't want to do that. What I want to do is I want to buy it at a reasonable price, which will mean that if I buy it for, let's say, for example, we want to buy it at, and we want to beat the lowest price here. So the idea is you want to beat the lowest price here. Quite simple. So we'll take one for example, and we'll go 2.37. We've just upmarket this guy. So done. 237. We buy one for 237. Order it up. Now what will happen is that'll stay there until someone decides to quick sell. So when someone quick sells, I will net it because I've got the highest cost or highest buying price for that particular item. I will guarantee getting it unless someone places a higher order than mine, which is in this short space of time, because these items are fluctuating and flying in. People are collecting them constantly and selling them constantly. You tend to get the item you're looking for at that price. People just want to make a quick buck. You've probably done it. I've done it. I'm not going to do it ever again because the profit is sick. So what we need to keep in mind here is that we spent 237, right? And you just sit here. I mean, you can go off and play a few games, but someone's just upmarketed me there. That's an example of the upmarket. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the market here, my offers, and we're going to up mine again. We're going to combat this guy, and we're going to go straight to 240. This doesn't happen very often. Unfortunately, it's happened in this particular video. And we want to go back to the Huntsman again and make sure that we're the top buyer. We are, with 1. And we just want to keep refreshing. And eventually someone's going to quick sell and we're going to win the item. So I'll take you back to the video when the item comes through. So literally as I stopped the video, the purchase came through. So we bought one for 240 here, as you can see. Now again, just because we sell this for 3 coins doesn't mean we're going to make 6.60. That's not the idea. Because obviously you've taken consideration the market price and the trade tax. But what we're going to do is we're going to sell, and you can see here, what do we spend? 240. We can sell to undercut this guy by 1. We will make 2.91. So we'll sell this, and you just have to basically watch and make sure you're undercutting. And again, the same rule applies. He quick buys, whoever quick buys, he, she, whoever, my bad, you know, don't assuming genders. Whoever quick buys this item, if you just go into the item, if someone's building something in the faction workshop here. So if I go to the faction workshop and you're going, oh, I want to build, you know, not this one, you want to go to this one, I want to build this here, this item here, I want to quick buy and just get the item built, I will win. My price is the lowest price on the market currently. I will win. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that my price is the lowest in the market. It still is. And again, so like I said, we spent 240 on this. After tax, we are going to get, I don't have any parts in my storage, of course, but if I go back to the market, go back to my offers, we spent 240, we will get 291. Now if you're impatient and you want to push the price even lower, you can. You can push it down even lower to make a lower profit margin of, you know, 280. But I'm going to leave it at this for now because I know I'm the highest priced item. So I'm just going to keep an eye on it a bit more. Refresh this. Keep refresh. You go off and play a few games now, keeping in mind that this is going to be done en masse. So we're not just going to be buying 1 to sell 1. We're going to be buying 20 to sell 20. And you have to be very mindful of the market. If you see something is starting to fluctuate and starting to hit, you know, the 0.50 range, you want to drop out of that market instantly because it's risky because you won't get your money back. But if you can see the market's at nearly a whole coin, ideal. That's perfect. That's what you want to be at, and you want to keep an eye on it. Sell at 20s in a row and buy whatever you feel is necessary. Like I said, you can do this with the cheaper items. So if I go over here, what do we see? We saw the fuel can, I think was another one. So we got one 179, 177. So we actually want to buy one at the lowest value here, which is 168. We want to be one, or 068. We want to buy one at 069. So we're going to order that, and I've already got one myself that I can sell. So we want to beat 0.69. So we're going to sell one and beat the lowest price at 154. So we got them items now. So we bought one, or we're going to buy one at 69 or 68, and we're going to sell one with a profit margin of, you know, nearly 0.70 of a coin. Now I know it's not that much, but there you go. I just bought this fuel barrel for 69. Okay, so this is how fast the market fluctuates. This is just people quick selling items, and now we've got our 2 orders up that are official now because I actually have bought a fuel barrel to sell on. And we're going to keep an eye on the market a bit more. It just fluctuates. People buy and sell this stuff constantly. They're looking for these items constantly to build your rare items, to build your, you know, your faction based items really quickly. People just quick buy. But like I said, just keep an eye on the market, keep going to trade, make sure that you're the lowest buyer. In my case I am 72, and if someone does put 72 as well as you do, your price will get the first sell basically. So if you're first come first serve, if you get in there first, you get the 72, and someone tries to undercut you by putting 72 also, you will win every time. Again, so if someone quick buys the fuel can, you will win. So the Huntsman again, 34. I have a feeling someone may have undercut me. Yes, they did. But yet again, it doesn't make a difference because we're still, we bought it for 226 or whatever it was. Let's go to history and double check that. So we bought it for 240, sorry. So we can actually go out on a limb here. So he's gone and tried to combat us. So this is what happens. People will try and combat you. But if you have it en masse, if you bought a ton of them, then you will have a better chance of competing, basically. So you just got to keep an eye on it. Go back to trade here. Fuel barrel 172. I'm still the winner here. And here with the Huntsman, now I'm the winner here again. Still within profit margin. That's all that matters, is making the extra coin after tax. And be aware of the tax. So while I'm here, while the items are there, I don't want to just cut away and come back and discuss things. But if you look at some of the rarer items, obviously I haven't tried it because I haven't got the money to invest in this kind of stuff just yet. But if you look at the profit margins here, they are quite large. I mean, to me, that's something I want to take a risk on in the future. The 30 coins gap here, that's definitely going to make do for the 10%, which is 10 coins. You can just upscale and keep building on there, but obviously the orders and demand is going to be much lower. That's the concern. You can obviously shape by order, you can sort by orders and sort by offers and do it that way and see what people are buying and selling. See that margin there, 126 to be sold for and bought for 65. The problem with that is people don't quick sell and don't quick buy these things on the fly. When you're building items, unless you're building the higher grade stuff, which are much rarer, you don't tend to quick sell or quick buy things like that. So let's go back and double check my orders again. Make sure that I'm still the lowest. I am in the fuel barrel. 309 here. Someone's undercut me to 3. That's how cutthroat it is. But what I've done is I've actually broken the market, because what's happening now is it's causing the market to fluctuate in such a way. But the fuel barrel is staying strong. The fuel barrel is staying strong. People haven't dug onto that yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave this for a while, because I keep jumping back and forward, and I'm going to show you once it's sold. I'm going to play a game or two. Obviously keeping in mind that you'll be doing this with 20, not just one, or you have multiples of different items. But oh, there we go. Huntsman sold. Tax deduct, we received 2.67. Now I think the profit was 0.27 on this one, which isn't immense money, but it's free money. I've done nothing. I just bought the part and sold it again for a profit margin. So it works. And obviously what I was doing last night was with it depends on the time of day as well. Obviously I think that makes a big difference, because there's more or less people on at certain times. But what I did last night, and I found the best item to be used, was obviously the booster, because the booster's gap was 1.2 or something last night, and I was making a coin a go. Look how much that's from simply trading last night. I started off with 20 from selling fuel that I had left over, and I basically just up marketed it all the way up to 100, which is insane. So clearly it works. Obviously we're still waiting for that fuel barrel, but the ideal situation is you want to find something with the big gap like you have here. Oh, there we go, the fuel barrel sold. So we just sold the fuel barrel, so we just made pure profit. As you can see, my money's actually gone up to a higher amount here, higher count. So what we're going to do now is we're going to try a bigger experiment. It may not work, it may not be a good time, but we're going to do it anyway for the sake of for science purposes. So I'm just going to have a look around and try and find a good item to use. So obviously you can see here the Docker has gone really bad. And this is a good margin here also, but the problem is demand is too low. So we want to go back up here. I think the fuel barrels was quite good, if I'm honest, and the gap for the fuel barrel is really good. So we're going to go and trade. We're going to go buy at 20 of these at 68, 0.68 to beat the undercut. And I like to go 2 above the undercut just to beat the guy out outright. So if he ups his by 0.01 again, then I still win. And obviously once I've bought the 20, I'll come right back and show you my history. Alright, about 10-15 minutes have passed and I've managed to buy all 20. Now I did have a bit of a battle on the upper half of the purchasing, but I did manage to get a few at 0.68. The upper half 0.72, which is still fine. Still fine. Obviously we would want to buy them all at 0.68, but I did have a bit of a battle. People were actively buying these So people are obviously aware of this method, or people were just in high demand of these few barrels. But we've got them at 0.72 at the highest point, and if you remember, I was at 101 at the beginning, I believe. So we're going to go to the market now. We're going to try and trade these up, and we're going to see now. So you can see someone here is selling them for 157, 23 of them in fact. So what we're going to do now is we're going to sell at 155. Now look at that profit margins, 1.39. Okay, and if you go back to where we were, we bought them for 0.72. Literally 10-15 minutes later, I got these all without and barely any work, just a bit of combating with the guy. But if I was playing the game, if I just played on and ignored the offers and everything, you can clearly see, that the trading itself actually started to go lower. So I would have won anyway. The demand would have dropped, but I was just impatient. I started to fight and I won the parts. So what we're going to do here was we're actually going to upsell this guy at 152, and as I said, the profit margin is insane there. Nice, nearly a full coin, and we're going to do the full 20 and sell those. Successfully put up for sale. You can see there they are. I'm ahead, and basically once these sell, it's all profit. It's basically all profit, and you can do this. There's no limits to trading. You can do this as much as you want. Obviously, like I said, I'm going to do some higher end market stuff going forward when I get enough money, when I get the coins. I'm going to start buying out some of the more expensive rare items here, which I think people already do. It looks that way. And see if my patience gets the better. There we go. Sold one already. You receive 139, which is nearly, if you go to history, one above the other, right? Where is it? Look at all that. All sales. All sales. And that's in seconds. So I bought for 172, sold for 155, 10% tax reduction, 139. That is insane. Now, it's just still selling. This is crazy. This wasn't like this last night, but this is good. So someone's just mass bought them for, maybe he's making something. Like I said, people just quick buy, and because you're the highest seller, or the lowest price, you get the quick sell. Simple as that, you know. I'm making a bit of a risk by releasing this video, because you guys are now going to start using this if the video gets big. I hope it does. That benefits me. And as I said, I'm going to keep making videos like this. I've done it with a few other games on the markets, and it got some mixed reviews. I think people don't like the small profit margins in games, but this isn't too bad. This is quite good. Obviously, if you consider game time, you don't need to sit on this the whole time. You can go off and play a game and come back, and you've basically earned 20 coins by doing nothing. And that quickly starts to snowball as you buy more items. And like I said, you can do it with any amount of money to start off with, because all items seem to upsell. I haven't seen an item that doesn't upsell in my experience thus far. But you just have to keep, like I said, keep an eye on. As you can see here, I've got 14 up, but someone has put the same price as me to match. And like I said, because he was second in line to do so, I get first priority. So what he's probably going to do is upsell me by, oh, he's not. But I get the priority, so my sales will happen first. So as people buy at the highest price, my sales will happen first. But usually what happens in this scenario is he'll get impatient and he'll upsell me too. But yeah, so obviously I'm going to start releasing more videos on this kind of stuff. Fallout's coming out. I don't know if there's going to be a in-depth trading system in that, but I'm going to do some stuff on that. Obviously you've probably seen my other videos where I speak about my concerns about Fallout, obviously, but I'm still excited. Obviously we're all still excited for that game, apart from Had maybe, but I'm definitely still excited. I'm still hopeful. I can't wait for it. But if you enjoyed the video, if this helped you out, leave a like. Give me your experiences in the comments. Obviously I want to see, oh, there's another one. I want to see 3 more in fact. So I've almost hit my money back, and I've still got 15 to sell, or 12 to sell, I think. But yeah, leave your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you've done, items that you've traded. If this is an old guide, obviously I apologize, but I feel like these kind of things need to be reshared or shared just in case someone hasn't done this yet. You know, I think fresh videos create a sort of a fresh outlook. But yeah, let me know what you've done, how your success, because obviously I think this is a very low risk with the normal items, obviously with the common items. But with the rarer items, there's definitely a risk attached. But let me know if any of you guys are avid traders, if you guys do it regularly. Yeah, leave a like, subscribe. Obviously, I'll be having more of this kind of content. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something new, and I hope you make a lot of money from this. Please go easy because I still need to make my money. And I've just been undercut there. But what we're going to do, I just want to sell these off quickly and get back to playing the game. I'm going to undercut the guy because you see the thing is with the margin we're at, and you can always check the margin. You can check the margin and just go, you know what, I need to make the quick buck and make, so you can still make profit. So the lowest point in which I make profit is if I go all the way down, which no one's going to beat me at all the way down that low. You know, you can just you can upsell. There you go. They're still going. It's, I don't know how. I think the guy sold his one and now people are buying mine. Excellent. So like I said, leave a like. There we go. I sold 150 goods in the market. That's from last night alone. Leave a like, subscribe, comment me what you've done, your thoughts, better ideas. In fact, I want to hear them, and let me try out some of these trading tactics, because in these kind of games there is so much you can do, especially with such a low taxation system. Obviously, no tax would be good, but the market would be broken as a result. But you know, tax keeps it in line. Yeah, I look forward to hearing your views, and I hope you make a lot of money. Look at that, 114, very nice. And I think I've sold them all. That's a clean sweep, I believe. Yep, that's all of them. All sold. And this is literally in the space of 20 minutes, you know. No matter how many games you play, you're not going to make that kind of money playing the basic games. Even with copper, with plastic, you're going to make more money doing this. And also you can do it at the same time, which is sick. So, hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys in the next video.